Welcome. This is a spoken exploration of Proverbs chapter 31 verse 10, the warrior woman of wisdom. For generations, Western readings have flattened the closing poem of Proverbs into a domestic moral checklist for wives. But when we return to the ancient Hebraic world and Second Temple horizons, the text emerges as a carefully crafted alphabetic acrostic, the theological and literary climax of the entire book of Proverbs. The key phrase is Eshet Chayil. Traditional English versions render it virtuous wife or excellent wife. That translation domesticates the Hebrew. In the biblical lexicon, Chayil means strength, active capability, wealth, efficiency, and military valor. It is the same word used for mighty men of valor and for armies. Applied to the woman of Proverbs 31, Chayil presents her not as a cloistered manager of the household, but as a strong, capable agent, a woman of strength, a warrior woman. She buys fields, plants vineyards, engages in international trade, and girds her loins with strength. In modern Israel, the same idiom was chosen to translate the title of the film Wonder Woman. The poem itself is an alphabetic acrostic. Each of the 22 verses begins with successive letters of the Hebrew alphabet from Aleph to Tav. In Hebraic literary style, this structure signals completeness and perfection, the full embodiment of wisdom in ordinary life. This acrostic closes the book by answering the personified Lady Wisdom of chapters 1 through 9. Lady Wisdom builds her house, prepares her table, and calls from the public square. The Eshet Chayil is her historical, practical embodiment. The statement that she is far more precious than jewels echoes the earlier declarations that wisdom herself is more precious than rubies. True divine wisdom is therefore not an esoteric philosophy, but an active physical stewardship that beautifies the material world. In the ancient Near East, wisdom literature belonged largely to elite royal male scribes. The Hebrew Bible democratizes it. By ending the book of royal instruction with a tribute to an industrious everyday woman, the text declares that chokmah, wisdom, is available to all who walk in the fear of the Lord. This recovers the royal priestly vocation given to every image bearer in Genesis chapter 1, verses 26 through 28. The climax appears in Proverbs 31, verse 26. She opens her mouth in wisdom, and the teaching of kindness is on her tongue. The Hebrew word for teaching is Torah. The phrase is literally Torat chest, the Torah of covenantal kindness. Here, the progressively unfolding promise plan of God reaches a profound moment. The Torah has been written upon her heart so that her speech naturally flows with loyal love. She functions as a living temple, mediating Yahweh's character to the vulnerable, the poor, and her household. This is not cold legalism. It anticipates the new covenant promise spoken through Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 33, and Ezekiel chapter 36, verses 26 and 27, an internalized Torah that transforms the heart from the inside out. The woman of strength therefore restores a holistic vision of the image of God. Her economic agency, care for the poor, and cultivation of the land challenge any sharp divide between secular work and sacred ministry. All of life becomes the arena of wisdom under the fear of the Lord. In short, Proverbs 31 is not a checklist for domestic performance. It is the canonical envelope that binds Lady Wisdom of the opening chapters to the embodied warrior of the closing chapter, an invitation for every member of the covenant people to walk in strength, wisdom, and Torah chesed.